Everybody know that I've been in a relationship for like the past 16 months, but they don't know how we met. I'm gonna tell the story on how I met my baby, Nick, right? So I get a call from one of my partners by the name of Ray, and he called me and he was like, "Hey man, stop what you're doing, man. I need you to get on a Facebook dating site." I'm like, "Facebook dating site?" I'm like, "Bro, man, I tried that thing one time, man. I ain't running to nobody but scam." He's like, "No, man, I'm telling you, man, it's a different caliber of women on there. It's a different caliber of women." So I'm like, all right, bro, man, let me get on there and see what's going on. So I get on the dating site and I'm just liking everybody, man. I don't care whoever bite, that's who I like. You know what I'm saying? Whoever gonna bite, whoever gonna click, that's who I want to hit. And I'm just being honest, right? So me and her was just, conversing back and forth. And she was just constantly like, I'm to my soon as I send a message out, she sent one back. Bam. And I looked at the profile. I'm like, oh man, she know I like chocolate. She don't know I like chocolate, but I like chocolate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at her. I said, oh man. So we exchanged numbers, and the first night we talked on the phone, we might have talked about 2 or 3 hours on the phone, just about everything in life in general. And she was so well versed. Like I'm talking about, ain't nothing we couldn't talk about. Like I'm talking about from politics to military, like to kids and to just trying to be better as a person. So I'm like, man, she got a good conversation. And if you got a good conversation with me, that's the key to me because I get bored a lot and I get bored fast. So she held me on the phone for 2 hours and I'm not no phone guy like that. So we decided to meet. And so I'm like, all right, cool, we finna meet. Now don't try to hide. So I was like, let's decide. I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna keep it straight. I'm gonna keep it PG. So we decided to meet, and I'm like, oh, by what area you stay at? So because I wanted, want her to be comfortable and meet somewhere by where she's, close to her home. And I'm like, because you don't know all these people, like you don't know what you're gonna get on the internet. So I'd rather for her to be more at comfort by being close to her house than where I was. And mind you, at the time I had just bought a house out here in Warner Robinson. I ain't had no furniture. I ain't had nothing. And I called myself trying to go meet somebody. I need to start meeting up with myself and doing something for myself first. I ain't did nothing. Right? So we go meet, right? She get there early. So I pull up. We went to the spot in Warner Robinson called Rigsby. So I'm like, oh, right. I go up to the front. I said, I already knew who she was. Like she was getting in and out the car. She was jumping back and forth. Like she was so nervous. She was walking around the car. And I'm like, man, you know what? I got so this. So I parked right beside her. And then I had got out. I went to go hug her, big sexy had put on. I was a big guy then, man. So went and hugged and just kissed her. And I was like, so we went into the theme park, the little theme park, the water slide. Right. And we just talked. I said, look, we ain't eating that. We just gonna have some drinks and just talk. So we sat up there, we talked all day, she all night, man. And so we wanted to go ride the bumper cars. And so I'm talking about like everything just was magical happening. Like we go to ride the bumper cars, like some guys they paid for they paid for our bumper car for free. Like we were just up there just kicking with them. And then I messed around and seen a bloodshot moon. Now I have a book called Confessions of a Midnight Man to talk about my prior years of being an untamed animal, if I could say that. And I was like, man, I hope this, I don't know if this is a sign or something, right? Because I'm like, man, I know what this book was about that I wrote at that point of time. And I'm seeing this exact moon. But she don't know this though at this time. She don't know how I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, oh Lord, I hope this, I don't know how this gonna play out. So it was a beautiful night. It was a beautiful night. It was all good, right? So she asked me to follow her home, but I'm like the gentleman that I am. I'm like I'm not finna try to follow her home. Like I'm not. I don't want her to think because I really like her. I don't want to do nothing to mess it up. So she take off. I take out behind her, right? So we going down the street. So she done peeled off going into where she stayed. I should kept going straight. So she called me like, well, you could have, drove me. I was like, nah, I ain't wanna do nothing like that on the first night, man. But after that, we built a bond, and we still together. We have our ups and downs, but that's my dog, man. I love her. All right. Oh, that